And there's the lag, folks. John GULDALI versus Tung NGUYEN. This is day 4 of our preliminary rounds for the 3-cushion USA Carom B Championship singles division. Tung NGUYEN with the break. Vietnamese player who lives in Westminster, California. Orange County area, Southern California. On the board already with his first billiard. Just a reminder, we are going to 25 points. I'd like to give a call out to Gilbert Najim in our chat room. Nice to see you. And I'm sorry you couldn't make it to this. It's a wonderful Scotch Doubles event. I think you'd have been perfect to be here, you and Khalil. Very strong teams this year. And also thank you to Martin Terrazas, who says he's watching from Martin, watching the games. Welcome back to Dave Gross. I'm sure you've been watching. I just got here. We're doing this billiard stuff in shifts now because we have a lot of coverage to provide you guys. We've got singles in the daytime now, and we've got doubles in the evening. So Geraldine and I have to work in shifts. So I've got the late shift.
I'll be here because I love it.
Yeah, she'll be here though because she loves it. What a nice shot there by John. Tung has 3. Nice shot.
My very adult lunch.
Good shot from Tung. Both players very proficient. It's really hard to tell who would win this match. It's good competition for each of them. I think both the players are at least 0.9 average, 0.8, 0.9. Tung hit the red, a little too thin. This is a natural around the table. Short, long, short. I mean long, short, long. And then back down for the white. Good speed. John can play this thin. Off the red, play the long rail short, and then back to long again. Very difficult shots to judge, but very little English or anything needed on the ball. It's mostly a natural shot. A little bit of running English helps. And John's been playing well. He played well against Jesus Corona. Um, I don't remember the final score, but he did play very well, executed very well.
Like 25 to like 19 or something.
It was close. It was around like 25 to 19. Yeah, that's right. Geraldine's reminding me now.
And he shot like a 1.0.
Well, is John going to sneak underneath this red ball? I think he's going to try because the other two shots are very kissy. Oh no, he's going around the table. All right. I like the way he hit that. He hit this to. He played it very, very long. To play for the fifth rail. Or sixth rail. As to so as to avoid the kiss. I'm sure we'll see John GULDALI's family shortly in the chat room. Elif and company. It's always nice to have those pink hearts rooting for their for their loved ones in the chat room. What's up?
It was Alan. He left it.
Yep.
It's so tired. Every morning, like I feel congested.
Close match so far. All the way around the world here. Very thin on the white. And he's gonna get there. It's a good shot. Look at this. Wow. Pretty, pretty. Nice shot. The kiss was always a risk. I think I was talking to Burke about that yesterday, about how we always tell ourselves the kiss is there, and we just hope we don't make it, but we always do. We hope we don't hit the kiss, but we do hit the kiss. It's a little bit of insanity sometimes, but sometimes you can beat the kiss. That's why we do it. That was a great attempt at a very difficult shot from that distance. We have a pretty close match, guys. These guys are teetering on the .5 realm. They both need a few more billiards to catch up to their usual average.
But they're both very well capable of shooting a 1.0.
I'm assuming too that this match is probably pretty important for both of them too. Haven't had a chance to check the score lay down yet, the breakdown, the bracket and all that, but I'm checking right now to take a look. Tung takes the lead with 2 on the board and going for 3. There you go.
I'm feeling this out okay. Want to give me a try?
To be honest with you, John needs this match more than Tung does. Tung is undefeated at 5-0 for matches in this event, and this is day 4. This is like a very good accomplishment. He's beat Larry Hunley. He's beat his cousin Fukwin. He beat Luis Carranza. He beat Tom Rossman. And he also beat Jake Jacobs. I think probably along with Luis Carranza and Phuc Nguyen, this would be one of the hardest of his matches. He's shooting actually a grand average of 7.3. And GULDALI is actually shooting a little under 611. So both these guys been struggling a little with the tournament, shooting under their average. GULDALI, on the other hand, has 2 losses. Can't really afford another one, so he'll be alongside Phuc Nguyen, who also has 2 losses at this point. Tom Rossman has a 3rd loss. Luis Carranza has just 2 wins and needs to win his next 2 matches. So John GULDALI needs to win his next 2 matches. Absolutely. You know, you got to get in the top the top 3 from every flight. Is it top 3 from every flight? Something like that. Was it top two plus a third? I don't know what they said. I forgot what they said. The payouts for this event have already been published. And by the way, I'm getting all this information from Professor Q-Ball's website. I just clicked the link in the chat room for you guys. But John, as John goes down on this shot right here, I'll give you guys the payouts. There's a high run prize in the preliminaries, which are these rounds that we're watching now. There's a high run prize of $50, and there's also a high run prize in the finals rounds of $200. So good luck to those who are pursuing the high run. I think we've got 10 from Paul Feltman Jr., if I'm not mistaken. Would be the highest so far in the preliminaries. 9 through 16th. That's what we're paying through 16th place. 9 through 16th will get $300 each. 8th place to get $500. 7th place will get $700. 6th place get $800. 5th place goes into quadruple digits at $1,000. 4th place will receive $1,300. 3rd place $1,700. 2nd place $2,300. Not bad for getting in the finals of this event. And 1st place is going to be $3,000 grand total. And I believe to this event they added $3,000, and then to the doubles event they've added $2,000, if my math is correct, but I'm not 100%. We'd have to double check with the tournament staff. Nice shot, John. Ooh, it hit. It hit. You got it. I think John's on 3. He's a little jacked up over the white. A little hampered by it. And there's the kiss. Five rails around. Nice shot. Tung is not going to give up here so easily. I think he got a nice kiss as well. I mean, it's not the easiest hit, but I think Tung can play this. He can play this thin, or a round table he wants to play. Underneath, so he'll come, yeah, long, short, long, and back up to the red. Good shot. back to LA, I'm gonna go down there, try to see some of the guys. Because if it's gonna close, I'm gonna have to do a couple of things. I might do a couple of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I couldn't do the first Sunday, Saturday this month. Here. That could have been the last one up. One pocket. Thanks, guys. Thank you, George Couture. He reminds me that this is there are 5 flights in this event. We have 3 flights of 10 and 2 flights of 9. 3 from each, the top 3 from each flight will advance to the finals, and the very top, the best 4th place finish out of the whole field will that'll be like the 16th player. That'll be the wild card to go to the 16th player bracket. But it's not such a wild card. You just got to play good. You just play well and get in 4th place, right? So yeah, so 3 times 5, 15 players, and then you got that 4th place finish out of the whole field, 16, and that will play to a. Is that a round robin final? I think a single elimination final. Single elimination final. That's what we did last year. It's a good shot. And Geraldine has returned when she doesn't even need to be here. It's her break. How you doing, Geraldine?
Hello. Very good.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
What?
Not bad.
You not bad?
Not bad.
Doing not bad. Okay.
So the prize fund.
The prize fund. Yeah.
First place will take home $3,000.
Oh, I just read this off. But you can repeat it. I like your voice.
So we're very excited for first place to take $3,000.
So am I. So am I. But go ahead and read them off, because there are new people in the audience at any given moment, and they may not have taken notes when I read mine. And you just have such, a much more beautiful voice.
Not everyone thinks that.
So, the prize fund for this event.
Second place will take home $2,300. Third place $1,700. Fourth place $1,300. Fifth place $1,000. Sixth place $800. Seventh place $700. Eighth place $500.
John Smith, Ken Holstrom.
9th through 16th will take $300 each. And the high run in the final rounds will take $250. So the total purse was $13,950.
That's lovely. Prize fund of
$13,950. We'll just round up and say $14,000. Sounds tasty, doesn't it?
That's a down payment on a house.
That's a car.
That's a car. A new car.
And if they play in the Scotch Doubles, they have another opportunity to win.
To win money there, yeah. And there are a lot of these players in the singles that are matched up in Scotch Doubles.
Mm-hmm. Very strong teams this year in Scotch
Strong
Doubles.
teams. I like the strong players this year in the singles.
Yeah.
New faces.
Old faces.
Some old faces, new faces. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great, It looks like it's good. It's right on target.
So our next match after this will be Paul Guernsey versus Paul Feltman Jr. And then after that, I believe it's Joe Diamato versus Danny Kolash.
Oh, those are two probably pretty good matches.
Hopefully.
I know. Sometimes, when you have a bad match, it doesn't look pretty.
I mean, it's an.
I heard Bernie's match was long.
It was, but it's an amateur tournament. What do you expect? Like some players are still learning. That's why they're an amateur.
Yeah.
So.
As with amateurs too, if you're just not feeling good that day, sometimes it's hard to show up and focus.
Yeah. Or if you stayed up all night gambling.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want
We are in a casino, that's for sure.
I didn't want to say it earlier during the match, but John GULDALI played against Jesus Corona earlier, and Jesus' family, I believe, were in the chat room. So, but I was saying that Jesus plays well under pressure, and he comes back to make points when I think other players may struggle. And
Jesus does.
Yeah, and I think it's a part of that has to do with he gets into a lot of action. So.
Yeah, well, he competes a lot with different players. And, there are usually some stakes involved. some shrimps, some steaks.
Yeah.
A little surf and turf.
But it all factors in, whether you practice or
This guy over here, Paul Frankel, is playing like a beast, like a god over here.
Stone Cold Killer.
Stone Cold Killer. The guy's 5-0. Hasn't lost a match yet. Paul Frankel's like first place in the whole field.
The whole tournament.
It's the whole tournament. The whole field. He's Professor. They call him Professor Cue Ball for a reason, folks. Hey, pick a card. Pick a card. Pick a card. Don't show it to me. Show it to everybody else. Make sure you memorize it. Now put it back in. Paul Frankel. Great to see him play. Like he's, you know, he's played a bunch of these in a row lately, you know, like past 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He goes and plays in Wisconsin as well. He plays those other events, especially the 3-Cushion USA ones, you know.
Doesn't he
He's
host
part
one
of them. Yeah,
I
he's like
think
hosts one.
He's also playing in the Scotch Doubles.
He's in the Scotch Doubles with Tom Rossman.
And last night, him and Tom Rossman were playing against Tung NGUYEN versus Tony Din.
Yeah, Ho Din, yeah. Ho Din.
Yeah.
Ho Din.
Tony Din. And they were Tony and Tung were struggling against Tom and Paul.
Yeah.
Like, I believe Tom and Paul came back from like a 10 point deficit to like tie it up. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I'm just looking at this stroke shot that Tung just played. Was very good. Yeah, but go on, please.
But Paul and Tom Rossman came back from like a 10 point deficit to tie it up.
Yes, we were watching last night. Yeah, they were putting pressure on them.
I really thought they were going to win too.
You know, they're very good friends as well, and they have a good sort of energy with each other as a team.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's a very important factor when you're playing Scotch doubles in any game, not just 3-cushion billiards. But 3-cushion billiards, a lot comes up that sometimes, you know, 2 heads are always better than 1, right? So you know, when you're allowed to discuss the shots and strategies playing 3-cushion billiards, by all means, you know, you need to do that because your players can learn from each other. But yeah, those guys, Frankel too, like good for him.
Yeah. He told me like maybe like once or so a year, him and Tom Rossman like meet up.
Yeah.
And they're like 6 hours away or something like that.
Okay.
And they meet somewhere in the middle. And maybe it's not 6 hours away, but they're pretty far away, like hours away, where they'll meet in the middle.
That's great.
They're so cute.
That's cool. Gosh. This is a very makeable shot from Tung. Very little chance of him missing at his level of skill. So Tung has broken away in this match, and John has a lot of work to do to catch up. And this is an important match for John, you know, but I'm not going to say he's letting it get away from him, but Tung is putting together a few, you know, 2s and 3s, and that's not helping John's match. Never helps when your opponent makes points. I think Tung will play short long here, not long short. Yeah, short long, and then into the ball again, and that's gonna be good. A little bit of help from the yellow gives him that 5th billiard. Puts him on the hill. I think that's there too. It is, and what an out that was. That was a run of 5 to close it. At 21 innings, that gives him just over a 1.2 average, and so this will help. This will help Tung's overall average as well. So best of luck.
Just in case he comes in 4th place.
Just in case. Well, actually,
Yes.
you know, you never know. John GULDALI may come in 4th place, so I think John needs to work on his average the next couple of matches, big time.
Like I said, he did very well this morning. I think it was like a 1.0 average for
Well,
the match.
that's good. That helps him too. So anyway, best of luck to John, and thanks to you guys for watching this match. This was a very good match for Tung. Tung is now 6-0, undefeated.
The only other person who's
Undefeated is
Paul Frankel.
Yep.
I don't know if that's true, but it may be.
It might be true. It might not be. I don't know. So anyway, we're having a little trouble with our secondary table. I'm going to give you a master shot right now, and I'm going to try to get the secondary table camera running. In the meantime, be sure to give us a thumbs up, and you know, feel free to check the results on ProfessorCueball.com. Feel free to get involved with 3Cushion USA at 3CushionUSA.org.